try them out until the end of September. And all you need is the annual pass holder. All you need is the annual pass. Or annual pass holder. I mean, if you take them with you. Hey foodies, welcome back to the channel. I'm Sierra.
I'm JT.
And this is Food is Universal.
Today we are bringing you a recap of the food news from August. We've had not a ton of things, but a bunch of really fun things that happened in August. HHN is coming. It's here by the time of recording this video. But yeah, we're so excited to share these things with you all. Stay tuned.
So summer has actually been a really busy food month for Universal. Like JT was saying, there have been a lot of developments as far as, events and just like new things coming up, new food items, specialty food items for specific pass holder members. So yeah, we're really excited to share and talk about this today because we did get the experience part of it. We just got back from a trip and it was so much fun. We got to meet a couple of you. So if you were on here, it was so nice to meet you. We were really happy to kind of connect with the people that we've been talking to for the past few months. We've only been here for almost 3 months now. 3 months probably at the time that this video drops. And it's been honestly really surreal. It's been really surreal to kind of start this channel and connect with people and just kind of share our love for food. So we're happy to be back and share more food news with you for the month of August. So let's jump in. Starting on August 15th, Universal released annual pass holder appreciation days. During these days, pass holders can experience a multitude of little perks, starting with specialty magnets. But the thing that we were the most excited about, of course, was the food. Yeah, food. So there were specialty menu items that only pass holders could experience, and you can find these items at different places around the park. So places like Confisco, all the restaurants at City Walk had some kind of specialty menu item that pass holders can go and just order, say that they were pass holders, and experience it. So because we just got back from a trip, we were able to experience some of those items. We went to Confisco one day and got some of those pass holder items. We, of course, went to Pat O'Brien's. That was probably the most excitable thing
That was amazing.
Yeah, that was the thing that we were most excited to experience. And so we got these pass holder specialty nachos. And y'all know how I feel about nachos at this point. And I know you're like, nachos, right? But no, these nachos were honestly the best nachos that we've had.
Food we did experience, there's tons of menu items. I have some, pop up on screen, just a menu, but it's massive. It's a massive amount of food. So granted, we're just 2 people with a limited budget, so we couldn't really try everything. But the things we did try, we loved. I really like the Dan Dan noodles. Those are different, very different kind of flavor. Something they're a little spicy, had a little tanginess to them. Some other flavors I couldn't quite discern. But our favorite thing for sure was the crawfish etouffee nachos, which sound crazy, and they were amazing and crazy. But also at our favorite spot, Pat O'Brien. So
yeah, we were a little weary at first trying these nachos actually, because when you think of etouffee, it's traditionally more like a soup-based kind of thing. So we were just we hope that the nachos aren't this messy, soupy mess.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just having a bunch of liquid on top of crunchy nachos just doesn't make sense. So we were a little weary about it at first, but shout out to our waiter who actually didn't know that the appreciation days were going on. So when we initially asked about the nachos, he kind of looked at us crazy because he was just oh, we haven't served those in years. And so we were just kind of also confused at that point. And then he asked another server who confirmed that, it was happening. So, and then he was just oh yeah, of course, definitely get them over the traditional nachos. So we did, and we did not regret it.
So they weren't soupy like we were afraid of, but they had, you could tell it was there was, the etouffee was more like a kind of a gravy consistency than a soup. And there was plenty of crawfish on top. Plenty. Like, it was a very generous amount. They did not skimp on any of the toppings whatsoever. It was very delicious. And I like me personally with my nachos, I like them to be a slightly soggy, but to the point they're still crunchy. And the thing I love the best about the nachos was why I think Pat O'Brien's nachos are a step above the other nachos on Resort. It's just like they season their nachos. And when you season the nachos, you also bring in flavor of the nacho, it's along with all the toppings, and it just takes it to the next level. So I really enjoyed those nachos. Their regular nachos are incredible. Their black and chicken nachos are crazy. But these crawfish etouffee nachos, if you don't get a chance to try them, well, first of all, if you have a chance to try them, try them. But I would love if they brought them back into the menu. I doubt that they will, but I would love if they did that. I want to try them. Okay, so more popcorn bucket news for August. A new popcorn bucket dropped. We have the Studio Screamers Frankenstein popcorn bucket.
It's huge.
It is massive, mainly because of the head. It's kind of cute. It's got Frankenstein, and he's like looking all creepy, but in a cute way. If you know the Studio Screamers characters, you'll be familiar with what he looks like. There'll be a picture on the screen, of course. But yeah, it's exciting to bring in the Halloween season with that new popcorn bucket.
Yeah. Universal just keeps going with these popcorn buckets. So we can honestly anticipate at this point a new popcorn bucket, at least one new popcorn bucket each month.
Oh, yeah. And
so the month of August, that was like the biggest thing. Of course, since HHN is happening at the time of this video. So, it's really cute. And I'm pretty sure the same rules apply to the popcorn buckets. Where, your first fill is free. And then you have to pay for each subsequent refill. And lastly, we have had major developments and news drop for HHN and food-related news related to HHN. And we're pretty excited about this because at the time that this video is going to be posted, a lot of you will have had the experience of being able to experience some of the HHN food. But for the purposes of this video, we'll just do a quick recap of some of the things that we've seen and things that you can anticipate, if you're going or you plan to go at some point during the season. There are many food stalls that you can find at Universal Studios because that's where HHN is happening, and each of them have their own unique theme, and each of them also have a different set of food items that you can get. For example, there is a Chucky food stand, like a Good Guys theme, and one of the major food items that you can find there is the Good Guys burger. There's so many different food stalls. I think the one that we're most excited about would be the Meats Meat stand, simply because the theming is immaculate. They really go, full speed ahead with the meat and the butchery kind of theming. So you can find pre-packaged meats of victims.
Yeah.
You can find brains and guts and stuff in there. So, we're pretty excited to check that one. I'm sure. Yeah. There is, of course, The Weeknd has his own beverage stand, so it's all going to be alcoholic beverages there. There's just a lot going on. A lot of our friends, creators and influencers alike, we're kind of scoping out, Universal Studios on a day-to-day. So at first, we saw the actual stands being put together. Then we saw theming being, fleshed out. And then, in a couple days before HHN started, we started to actually see the actual menus. So we saw the menus and we saw the prices, and we knew that, HHN is right around the corner. Let us know in the comments if you plan on trying anything from the food stalls. What's your most anticipated food stall? If you tried anything, let us know how it is, so we know, next time we go.
Yeah.
That would be really helpful.
Yeah, we're looking forward to just trying as much as we can.
As much as we can.
Yeah. And I'm really excited. I really want to try the maggot cheese dog.
Yeah, a lot of...
That sounds crazy and insane, and something I normally probably would be afraid to try. Just because it's the maggot aesthetic. Just because the maggot aesthetic.
But you like corn dogs.
I do love corn dogs, but I think it's just the aesthetic will freak me out.
Well, it's Rice Krispies, so maybe
look. It's probably gonna be delicious.
Yeah.
I love corn dogs, so I will definitely try it, and it just looks great. It's great to photograph. Honestly. Freak people out.
There are a lot of like Instagrammable food items. One being there was like a skull situation going on, and then kind of like a bun. I think I'm excited for the bun too.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for a good dumpling or bun.
I kind of feel like Universal kind of like went all out this year. It feels like they really were trying to like go above and beyond with their food and theming the food and everything. Like it just feels like we went last year and we don't remember the food being nearly as like crazy it is this year. You know, just with the meat stand alone is like just testament to that. Like that is insane and amazing in itself.
And that's what makes this all exciting. I think Universal is very much picking up that, you know, people care about food when they go experience the parks. So, you know, naturally they're going to be stepping their game up. So, you know, kudos to all of the chefs and the team members that work at Universal, that are in charge of like the menus and the theming. Keep that up because we love it and we're excited to see we're excited to see what's to come. There are also a few things that are making a comeback at HHN this year. Of one being, of course, the Twisted Taters. I don't think you can honestly have HHN without the Twisted Taters at this point. They're pretty much, you know, linked together. So I think that if there was ever a year where Twisted Taters weren't present, there would be a riot.
Don't forget pizza fries also.
Yes, and pizza fries, and you know there are also pizza fries for our vegan friends, so that's exciting. That's also making a comeback. And then we also have a deep fried PB&J that I've heard a lot about.
That sounds very interesting.
It sounds very interesting. The saying goes, if it's fried, you know, you can't really go wrong.
Right.
So, interested to see what folks think about that. Will we try it? We might try it.
Yeah, I give it a shot.
Everything depends. We're just two people, so, you know, we'll see.
Unless we have, you know, people want to hang out and they want to try stuff with us, that would be great too. You know,
Sure.
I'm down for that. Whatever.
All right, so that is it for August news. You know, it's not a lot, but it's a lot at the same time.
Yeah.
And we're just really excited to see what September offers. Obviously, we anticipate a lot of it sitting around HHN. But we'll see. Maybe there's going to be some new and exciting food items that pop up. They already are popping up. And do know that if you are a pass holder, the pass holder days actually end at the end of September.
Yeah.
So a lot of those food items that we talked about earlier, you can experience them, you can go up and ask for them, you can try them out until the end of September. And all you need is the annual pass holder. All you need is the annual pass. Or annual pass holder. I mean, if you take them with you,
Yeah.
just don't drop them off at Meats Beats.
Yeah, don't do that.
Because then you won't have them anymore. So thanks so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so that we can keep this thing going. We love doing this. And remember, I'm Sierra.
I'm JT.
And food is universal.
Food is universal. Bye-bye.